So Daigan asked me about the meaning of the expression other power. Other power means to be free of any calculation. Daigan thinks that Shinran expressed full trust in the primal vow, without mental calculations or self-effort, such as how many times we should recite the Nembutsu and so on. And I have here a quote by Shinran, which I found in letter 16 of Matosho. Shinran said, birth into the Pure Land has nothing at all to do with the calculation of foolish beings, since it is completely entrusted to the primal vow of the Buddha. It is indeed other power. It is ridiculous to try to calculate in various ways. What do you guys think Shinran meant by other power means to be free of any calculations?
One of the things people often ask me is if they're doing Nembutsu correctly, or if they're, how they should, what perception of Amida they should have when they have faith in him, how they should view him. And I said, you're getting it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You just say Nembutsu as it rises. And I talk about myself. It's like, I don't calculate when I say Nembutsu. When it comes up within me, when I have the desire to say it, either depending on my circumstances, whether silently or aloud, it is a natural expression of my life. It's like breathing or eating or whatever. I don't think about, am I saying it right? How many times am I saying it? I just say Nembutsu. And I'm great because why? Why do I say it? Because I love Amida. I desire to say Nembutsu because I am grateful that he has come into my life and that I know that in my next life I will go to the Pure Land. That's why I say Nembutsu. I enjoy it. But in terms of viewing Amida, how I should look at him, that's not an issue. Amida is a living Buddha. He is the greatest of all Buddhas. I worship him. It is a natural expression whenever I face my altar or a statue, which I'm looking at right now next to my computer. I don't say, okay, well, how should I address Buddha? How should I, conceptualize him? This isn't an issue. Amida, it's like when I talk to you, Sensei, or any of my Dharma brothers or sisters. I'm talking to you. I look at Josho, I look at Hozan, I look at Peter, I look at Daigan, I look at Jishin, and and Shingyo, I express myself honestly in this relationship I'm in with one of my Dharma family. And it's the same with Amida. This is a natural expression of my relationship with Amida. So I don't need to calculate how I should act or what I should say. I come honestly and just express myself. A little long-winded, but that's kind of my explanation.
Yes. Amida Buddha is the one who created or who manifested the Pure Land. So he is the one who can take us there. So we should simply allow him to take us there. We should simply allow him to save us, So without thinking that we can contribute with something that can be found within ourselves to his work of salvation, So the Pure Land is an enlightened realm, and the cause of being born in the Pure Land is in an enlightened person, in Amida. You have to have an enlightened cause that can bring one to the enlightened realm. So nothing that is enlightened can be found in our personalities. So we cannot contribute with something to our salvation. We cannot help Amida to save us. We cannot interfere with him. We just allow ourselves to be saved by him. That's all we do. This is why you should not calculate in any way. You should not think, as Daigan also mentioned here, that you should not think that if you say Nembutsu many times, then you have more chances to be born in the Pure Land. Very good, Daigan. So, because if you think that the more you say the Nembutsu, the more chances you have to be born in the Pure Land, then it means that you don't actually have faith in Amida, in his power to save you. You think that he needs a little help from you. See? Yes. Very good.
I think all of us who come from Zen backgrounds and self-power, Pure Land backgrounds have this problem prior to receiving Shinjin. I know I did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was introduced to Shinjin by a pamphlet, as I've shared, that I saw in a Chinese buffet, and it was very based on praying to all these different Buddhas and Kuan Yin and reciting, you know, all these, like, basically covering all your bases to make sure that you were pure enough to approach Amida and ask to be born in his Pure Land. And it's very hard to break that mental habit where you think, well, you know, if I do this, I'm even more holy, and so Amida's gonna, you know, I'm more eligible to go to the Pure Land. It's very difficult to let go and let Amida and just say, okay, my merits aren't worth anything at their best. So I'm going to stand out of the way and just let Amida Buddha do his thing. And
yes, that's the
after
best.
I was able to do that, I was able to let go and allow Amida to do his thing, and I received Shinjin.
It's like you are in a deep, dark ravine, and you need to be saved by somebody who throws a rope to you, and you just tie yourself with the rope, and you allow him to take you out of the deep, dark ravine. You just allow yourself to be pulled out from there. You know, that's all you need to do.